Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. Today we are off to Germany and Bavaria in particular, and we are going to Bavaria's biggest wheat beer manufacturer. We're going to Erding and we're trying Erdinger Weissbier. This beer was suggested by one of my viewers. They wanted me to review it, and I've not had one for a while, so I was happy to do so. So yeah, thank you for the request. Keep them coming. I do like getting these requests because I like to try lots of different beers I haven't had for a while. So yes, Erdinger's Weissbier, coming in at 5.3% ABV. There is the bottle cap. Quite a smart one. Yeah, picked this one up in Sainsbury's, but I think this one's available in most supermarkets, to be fair. Waitrose, I'm sure Tesco do it. This is probably one of the most more readily available wheat beers. This one, Franziskaner, I probably just butchered the pronunciation of that one. Weihenstephaner is also quite readily available, and Paulaner, you can get that one in M&S, I know. Yeah, wheat beer, German wheat beer. I'm expecting clove, banana, all that kind of jazz. So let's get this one open, see what we're dealing with. Like I say, I've not had this one for a while, and I think the last wheat beer I actually reviewed on the channel was the Paulaner. Got my wheat beer glass. Got to do it properly. Nice gentle pour. I gave the glass a little rinse out just before I started this video. Apparently in Germany it's tradition, and they recommend rinsing out a glass. So a nice slow pour for this wheat beer. There we go. A little bit left in the bottle. I'm just going to give that a wriggle because I want all of the yeast and any sediment or anything, all the goodness, I want that in my beer. My mate Mark Burgess, the beer hooligan, he likes to roll his bottle on the table, but I'm always worried I'm going to tip it all over the place, so I don't do it. I just give the bottle a wriggle. I'm too scared to do it, Mark. If you haven't seen the Beer Hooligans channel, I do recommend you check him out, because he does know what he's talking about, and he loves his German beers and his Belgian beers and all that. So there's a recommendation for you, the Beer Hooligan. Look at his channel. Really good stuff. So yeah, there's the bottle so we can see it, and here's the beer. Lovely, hazy, golden colour. Good 2-finger white head on it. If I get the beer a bit closer to the camera, be able to make out the carbonation. Watch it roaring up the glass. That's lovely. That's a picture beer, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's just lovely, innit? Isn't that lovely? Let's get an aroma. Like a light citrus aroma on this one. Bit of a spicy aroma to it as well. Not really getting much banana coming through on this one. It's all kind of citrus fruit and spice. It does smell really appetising though. There's something about these beers you just want to get stuck into them. But yeah, let's get stuck in. Cheers. Yeah. Yeah, getting that, the flavour is really does back up the aroma. It's like an orange zest sort of flavour to it. Orange zest, citrus of orange zest that I'm getting. Very subtle bitterness at the back end. But just before you get to that point, there's like a slight spice to it. Excuse me. Good levels of carbonation on it, as with all these wheat beers. Really throws the texture and the flavour around your mouth. But there's like, yeah, orange zest, citrusy, fruity flavour at the beginning. And then there's like a slight spice, almost slightly slightly peppery. I don't want to go as far as say pepper, but white pepper. But there's some sort of spice there, almost like a winter spice type thing, like almost like a nutmeg or something in there, you know. Orangey, citrusy, really refreshing. Nice carbonation, lovely mouthfeel. There's that spiciness kicking in now there, and a really gentle, subtle bitterness at the back end. It's a lovely full flavour. Don't get me wrong, it's not the most flavoursome wheat beer out there. Erdinger's a little bit different in that way, I find. Traditionally, a Weissbier, you'll get lots of sort of banana and clovey kind of flavours. You don't really get that with this. This is very different. This is kind of more of a... It's more about the body. It's more about the yeast and the malt and everything that give it its colour and its texture. The flavours don't really jump out at you, but there's a light, refreshing citrusiness to this one. It's lovely mouthfeel. It's so smooth. It's an orange zest citrus flavour that's really refreshing, really inviting. Then there's this slight spiciness, slight pepperiness, and then you're left with a nice sort of subtle hoppiness, bitterness at the back end. It's lovely. It's not a flavour bomb of a beer. They just aren't. The style, you're not going to get that from this style. It's a very gentle drinking experience, the Weissbier. Excuse me, quite a gassy one. It's one to be savoured. A wheat beer, as far as I'm concerned, or a Weissbier, whatever you want to call it. You savour it, you look after it, you know. Oh. But it's very refreshing, really refreshing. Every mouthful of it is lovely. It really is. But say, they're a work of art to look at. Also, if you're going to get wheat beers, make sure you get a wheat beer glass, because you just don't get the full effect. If you're chucking this in just a normal pint glass, you won't get the full effect. These glasses are designed specifically for the beer. You know, these beers are brewed specifically to go into these types of glasses. So if you're going to buy an Erdinger, or a Weihenstephaner, or a Paulaner, or whatever, get a wheat beer glass. Just invest. They don't cost a lot. Oh, it's lovely. It is lovely. It's a lovely, subtle flavour from start to finish. Fruit, citrus on arrival. Lovely, malty, creamy mouthfeel. Little bit of slight spice at the back end, and then a little bit of bitterness is just left there at the end. It's lovely. It really is a really pleasant, gentle drinking experience. It really is nice. It's hard to score it because it's kind of a style of its own, but I love it. I love Erdinger. I love wheat beers in general. I can't think of anyone that I've not enjoyed. Like I say, Erdinger, Weihenstephaner and Franziskaner are generally quite readily available. I do recommend going out and getting an Erdinger. If you can find theirs, that's completely different to most other. The flavour on that one was stunning. I've done a review of that. It's on one of my videos. If you go scrolling down, go through my videos, that was a stunning beer. But this one it's an individual. It's quite different. It hasn't got the bananas, it's not got the cloves, but it's got a nice citrus refreshing flavour to it, and a nice little bit of spiciness at the back end as well. It's a beautifully made beer, as you'd expect. Yeah, it's wonderful. It really is cracking beer. It might not be to everyone's tastes, and because of that, I probably won't quite give it a 10 out of 10, but I think it's cracking stuff. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 for Erdinger Weissbier, available everywhere. You're looking at around £1.80 to £2 a bottle, 500ml bottle, so well worth the money. Really is worth the money. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and until my next one, you take care.